UnitedWePlay ਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਸੀਜ਼ਨ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ 18 ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ 15,000 ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਉਭਰਦੇ ਭਾਰਤੀ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਾਗ ਲਿਆ। ਦਾ ਸਮਾਪਨ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਨਚੈਸਟਰ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਦੇ ਮਹਾਨ ਖਿਡਾਰੀ ਗੈਰੀ ਨੈਵਲ ਦੀ ਮੌਜੂਦਗੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਏ ਇੱਕ ਭਵਯ ਸਮਾਰੋਹ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਇਆ। ਫਾਈਨਲ ਵਿੱਚ 5 ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਖਿਡਾਰੀ ਮੈਨਚੈਸਟਰ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਅਗਰਨੀ ਟਾਇਰ ਨਿਰਮਾਤਾ ਅਪੋਲੋ ਟਾਇਰਸ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਗ੍ਰਾਸ ਰੂਟ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਮੁਹਿੰਮ UnitedWePlay ਦੇ ਚੌਥੇ ਆਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੇਤੂ ਰਹੇ। आओ देखते हैं पूरी रिपोर्ट।
Welcome everyone, and welcome Gary, Robin, Aditya, and all the other esteemed members of press. I think our partnership with Manchester United since 9 years is something which is very close to our Tyres heart. So as part of this, India is a country where all these youngsters are there. So we as a company have taken initiative to promote grassroots level football, sports in general and football in particular, and provide this development of and bringing up this young talent, which is so much prevalent in India, providing access to these facilities where these guys can really come up, showcase their talent, and also expose them to some of the best coaching from Manchester United. So that's something that we are doing. I think this is already the 4th session. I'm really happy the way it has progressed, and I'm sure going forward it's going to be stronger and stronger.
Stronger, bigger and better. Thank you so much for your encouraging words. Thank you so much. But now to share some insight on how this program we all know and love, UnitedWePlay, has evolved over the last 4 seasons. Please welcome Mr. Cruz, Global Head of Marketing, Sports and Communities, Apollo Tyres. Hi Remus, welcome.
Good afternoon everyone, good afternoon to us. Good afternoon Gary, it's been great. I hope you've been enjoying your trip there.
It's been fantastic. Wonderful.
Thanks. And I saw the kids playing earlier today. Good afternoon to you guys. We've seen this program grow over the last 4 years. It started off as a small initiative. We did 4 cities in India. It was gaining momentum, then we got hit by COVID. We did online sessions, we did online master classes with the coaches, Andy and Mike from the UK. We've reached out to I think around 30 to 35,000 young footballers across Asia and Africa through this initiative. And this year we expanded, well last year as well, we expanded to the Middle East, South Asia and SAARC regions. And we had with us from there, one of the kids who played with us last year went and trained at Carrington and then got scouted, and he's now with the championship club Blackburn. So we've seen this program go from strength to strength. This year we reached around 12,000 kids physically, and we've gone through a scouting process, obviously, with partners like UnitedWePlay helping us. We reached the corners of the country, and we've got 18 kids I think now this season for the finals from 5 countries. So we've got kids from Thailand, kids from Nepal. Unfortunately, the kids from Bangladesh couldn't come here because of visa issues. So we've really grown from strength to strength, and hopefully, through this program, we're hoping this is management right from the highest level. Mr. Kanwar, who's our Vice Chairman Managing Director, wants to see a kid from India play in Europe in the Premier League. So hopefully, this helps in some small way towards that.
Yes, we all envision that, and hopefully that is not far from now. Thank you so much, Remus. Alright, it's time now to hear from the true legend. Legendary player, a mentor, and now of course a legendary partner with us. Thank you so much for making this trip and joining us. Gary, Neville. Well, let's start you off easy, Gary. Tell us, how has your day been today?
It's been absolutely brilliant. We had a nice lunch. I played cricket for the first time in 30 years. I know how passionate India is about cricket, but I love cricket. Growing up in England, it was football, obviously in the winter, and it was cricket in the summer. And then we've been off-roading using these wonderful tyres. I think that I tested them this morning. It was a great thrill. And I just want to thank everyone for inviting me here to Apollo Tyres. Well done to you for the UnitedWePlay partnership. I think that Manchester United's greatest value is making every single young person in the world believe, and that to me is the most important thing, that you can grow up and you can have hope. And to have 35,000 young people impacted by this programme is something that you should be really proud of, and so well done to you for that.
Thank you. Gary, as you know, we're here for the finale of this very special initiative, UnitedWePlay, into its 4th season. Now, you've seen firsthand how Tyres and Manchester United are fostering young football talent in India. Can you share your thoughts on how grassroots programs like these are shaping the future for aspiring footballers?
I think the most important thing, obviously, is access to facilities. That's really important for young people. I think then obviously access to good coaching. So when you think about the programme here, whereby through virtual methods and obviously technology, we can connect with Manchester United coaches to children over here in India, I think it's just a really clever way of doing it. We wouldn't have been able to do this 15, 20 years ago. So through technology, we're able to connect the excellence, the intelligence that we have at Manchester United to be able to promote coaches. And if you've got facilities and you've got great coaches, we do know that, you know, young children, they love football, they're passionate about football, they're passionate about sport, they want to play it every single day. So then it's just about time then, persistence and time. And there's nothing in life that's easy, you know, it's consistency, reliability, turning up every single day, working as hard as you possibly can. But let's make sure that if we can give, you know, young people the facilities and the level of coaching and mentoring that they need. Once they have that, then it's up to them to go and deliver and make sure that they achieve themselves in life. But I think what the programme here gives them is that access to facilities, that access to coaching, which is the starting, I think, the foundation for everything really when it comes to sport.
So along those lines, Gary, what excites you the most about the potential that you've seen over here so far?
Well, honestly, I'm lucky enough to watch the young players play in England, but I've also watched now today some young players play outside here in India, and I don't see the difference in technical ability in respect of, you know, they're young boys who can control the ball, who can pass the ball, who can dribble with the ball. You have some different positions on the pitch, and it's making sure that they understand what it takes to be able to accelerate their careers to the very top. And that's about sometimes just the advice that they get, the coaching that they get, the facilities that they have access to. And as they get to 15 and 16, they have to then develop their strength, their physical strength and their mental strength. One thing about football is, particularly at Manchester United, the differentiator sometimes is how mentally strong you are, how resilient you are, how you can cope with making mistakes, how you can cope with the bad days that sometimes we have as football players and sometimes we have in life. So for me, I think that what I've seen out there today, I know there's potential here, I know that there's talent, I know that there's an enthusiasm. So it's about making sure that you just keep doing the right things.
You just mentioned right now the advice they get in the good days and the hard days. We see a lot of young footballers over here, and only a handful of them are going to make it to Old Trafford. But what would be your advice to these budding footballers?
I mean, primarily to everybody who's part of an academy or who is under 16, you have to make sure that education, if you love sport, then please play sport in every waking minute that you can, but not to the detriment of your education. You have to make sure that you continually educate yourself, you go to school, you work hard at school, you make sure you go to college or university, whatever your pathway is, you have to make sure that you do those things, because you're right, it's a very narrow pathway to the top of elite sport, and not everybody can become a football player in the Premier League. So I think you have to make sure that you keep your options open and work hard in the other aspects of your life as well.
So basically what Gary's trying to say is academics also are just as important. They have to be parallel to your footballing knowledge.
Yeah, I've got two young girls, 14 and 15. They love netball, not football, but they play netball in Manchester. But they have to work hard every single day at school. They love playing netball, they always want to be out on the netball court, but I emphasise to them every single day that they must give their all every single day at school. They must do their homework, they must make sure that they're respectful and that they're good human beings, and I think that's the most important thing.
Yes, absolutely, and that's true. That's a true message, because we talk to a lot of parents as well of these aspiring footballers, and they say, we're not stopping them from playing football, we're just saying don't let that be the only thing you focus on.
Absolutely not. I mean, no young football player or sports person should do that. And also, you have to go to school. So whilst you're there, you might as well do it the very best you can. You might as well do well. I mean, that's not what I say to my children. You know, my children go to school in the morning at 8:30 till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no way we can stop that. You can't come out of school, so when you're there from 8:30 till 4 o'clock, you do your absolute best to make sure you do your work as well as you possibly can. And that's what I hope they do every single day.
Make the most of it. Well, thank you. Now, I know everyone is here for PC Lachwanama from Mizoram. He's going to Old Trafford. Next up, Shri